I am a fragment of stone that was broken. Oh, your mind's still alive in the trees. Washed away, my mind is destined into the purest form of my grave. Show me your face, my brother forgotten. Let me go, let me recall. 6 feet below, 5 decades away. You are gone, but somehow I stay. I am a fragment of stone that was broken. Oh, your mind's still alive in the trees. Washed away, my mind is destined into the purest form of my grave. Show me your face, my brother forgotten. Let me go, let me recall. 6 feet below, 5 decades away. You are gone, but somehow I stay. How could I have known it'd be It was a mistake. How could I have known it'd be like It was a mistake. I left you in the dirt that day. How can I stand by your bed? I left you in the I left you. How can I stand by your bed? I am a fragment of stone that was broken. Oh, your mind's
Is this the right camera? No, this isn't the right one. Wait. Which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah, that's the one. Okay, we found our way back to streaming on a Saturday, mostly because I like writing on stream. I like hanging out with, friends on stream that are kind of like just in the room. It's like a parallel play. So we've got Ye Old Fiddle with the custom knob. And today we're going to be trying to learn a song that never made it onto the album Liminal Right, and a riff that Mark and I have been trying to use since the Almanac era. And we're going to see if we can blend those two ideas together to sort of come up with a new concept of a song. Now, if I'm being transparent, those of you who are Enlisted Travelers that are supporting us through Kardashevband.com, you know that we're almost done writing the album. We need to have this album as finished as possible by the end of March in order to get it mixed and mastered in April. That timeline is firm, barring any emergencies. So we'll see how it goes. Also, Crace, good morning. How are you doing today? Thanks for being here, dude. Let's see. Okay, so we have to learn by ear this clean guitar part. So let's try it. Okay, so we got the kind of starting idea. It's a little bit more complicated. This is gonna be kind of nutty. Christ says, "Oh, I wanted to ask, how much improvisation happens during the recording process? Like when I'm recording, I constantly get in, oh, what if I do this that I never thought of before? All the time. All the time. That's how the majority of writing, in my opinion, should occur. I was having this conversation with my buddy Tyler yesterday, and I said to him, sometimes people have to depend on music theory in order to give them training wheels to riding the bicycle that is writing music. I said, but I think once people eventually realize that they can ride the bike and that the training wheels are just there if they want more comfort and more to fall back on, that they can ride the bike just fine and maybe even ride with no hands or pop a wheelie or jump a curb, right? Like you start to develop on your own once the training wheels come off, and you can always put them back on. You can always reference the theory to inform what you might want to do. But I think that you should try to do things that you wouldn't otherwise think make sense, because that's how you learn. I think people mostly learn by failing, so I would always recommend doing that over anything else. Most of it is improvisation. I don't reference any theory at all, to answer your question. Sometimes you just have to feel it out. It's not really as glorious as the kids who can shred balls at Guitar Center, but you'll ultimately wind up somewhere that you otherwise might not have thought of because you wouldn't be depending on somebody else's idea of how something should be, which is like referencing chord theory or circle of fifths or whatever. Usually when you're in the final recording process, you end up spending a few hours figuring out lead and harmony to build up sections that I never considered before. Yes, absolutely. I do the same thing. I mean, if you've been here for previous albums while I record them on stream, you know that I'm just kind of like, I don't know, let's try this. And then I do it and it's awful. And I do that for an hour. And then ultimately I arrive at something that I'm like, that's pretty cool. And then I move on. So it's kind of the same thing. So I think I have the general idea here. What's up, Raph? Raph YRL. You really cool llama. Raph, you really cool llama. That's how I will remember you from now on. How's it going, Raph? Also, what's up, Jitter? How are you today? I hope everybody's doing well. Today's Saturday. This might be Saturday evening for you. Could be Saturday morning. For me, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it feels good. I already went on my walk. I already had a bagel with salmon on it, and it was delicious. And I really need more water, but I don't have any here with me now, and I'm streaming, so like, whatever. Hey, Day, how's it going? How are you today? So, I think what I'm realizing by playing this... What I'm realizing by playing this is that these are the same chord progression as A Vagabond's Lament. And I would imagine that this was going to be the opening to A Vagabond's Lament. If we listen... Loving the sound. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate that. I'm playing on an Aristide 7-string and an Axe FX Ultra. That's my whole rig. Very simple. Expensive, but simple. Nothing complicated. So now that I know what those are, I want to kind of figure out if I can transpose that into either maybe D, A, or F. If I can get it into those keys, then I can blend it into this other riff that we're going to try to include from older records, which is... kind of has this like super heavy vibe. Let me see if I can play it for you. Yeah, right here. So we're going to try to use this riff today as well. So you get it. That it just repeats because of the way that I recorded it. I wanted to feel out like what would happen to the drums, what would happen to the groove. It's really groovy. So we're trying to take these two ideas. The cool thing is once I get down to the A, so we go from E to C, and then we get to A, and A is where that riff is. But it's using different flats and sharps. So maybe we modulate the original clean riff so that it now includes so we get this raised fifth. Yeah, we get like a six. So what would that sound like with the E? And then with the C as well. We also might want to play with the minor a bit. Hey, Nate, what's going on, man? Oh, we also have a wild Nick appearing. What's up, Nick? How you doing, Stinkface? Say hi to Lax Basti Emma. Hello, Lax Basti Emma. Hello. Hello from America, where Nate is from. Oh, Max. Max Basti Emma. Hello. Guten Tag. Guten Abend. Guten Nacht. I don't know how to say anything in Finnish. I actually know how to say something in Finnish. I taught Nate how to say it, but he won't remember because that's just the nature of Nate. Okay, so Vagabond's Lament B-side, we're going to try to modulate into something that has a more of a minor feel so that we can incorporate this sort of Thal-esque breakdown. And it might be more interesting if it was a jarring change. So maybe we keep this in major, and then we write like a bridge riff that transitions, and then from that bridge riff, we can then go into the minor over the A with an A sharp. Let's double check that we're playing that riff right. Let me switch over to my dirty rhythm lead. I call this tone my 8-string danger noodle. I don't know if you guys can see it down here. It says 8-string danger noodle. Vitupa. Vitupa. This riff doesn't sound as good unless you're on an 8-string. Although this riff would sound good on an 8-string, but the tone doesn't sound good on the 7-string. So let's go back to the rhythm. Let me hear the rest of the riffs on these sides. Okay, this is a good one. Let me see this one again. So this one's kind of like a finger style. Sort of goes like this. And then the drums kicked in, and then we started, and then Mark wrote a section that sounded cool. Can't I pitch shift my axe down to make it fart? Yeah, definitely. I have a pitch on this one. Let's see, what can we do? That's the octave divider. Where's the the D tune? You can bring it down here. Oh wait, we have to change the Oh, let me change the other one. Woo, it sounds awful. I don't actually know how to use the D-tuner very much. It's not something that I do. That's a 50 count down. I don't know. What is it? Is it every 10 cents is like an octave or something? I don't really know. Minus 10. What's this one? Minus 10. And the levels, put them at 0. It just sounds out of tune. It doesn't, it's not like, it doesn't sound good, you know? It sounds kind of fucking garbage. I don't know why. Maybe because of the high cut frequency, it needs to be all the way up. Yeah, that sounds awful. We'll reload it. Right now, I barely do it. Yeah, it's just there to add like an extra depth, an extra layer of depth. Okay, so all right, let's see if we can record an idea. So I think I want to begin with this thing that Mark sort of started. Yeah, so I'm gonna record that melody, and we're just kind of roll with it and see what we come up with. Hang on 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So we're gonna start with this, and we'll see if we can record it. Let's do a quick tuning really fast. And we're horrendously sharp. Although I have to give a big shout out to Stringjoy. I ordered this custom set of strings in order to do an equal tension setup on the guitar, and it feels incredible. So good that I actually emailed them and I was like, hey, you guys are awesome. Can we work together? And they were like, no, you suck. And I was like, tight, thanks, dude. See you later. Yeah, they didn't say that. Okay. Oh, that's way too slow. So this is at 100, I think. Yeah, we're gonna go to 150. Are those just regular Fishman Modern 7s? These are Fluence Moderns. These are the Fishman Fluence Moderns, and they have the rechargeable pack built into the pickups, so I can USB charge them instead of charging them with batteries. Why is it? Oh, I was in the wrong spot. There we go. Have you thought about the Matt Heafy black and golds? What? Fishman black. Wait, Matt Heafy? No way. Oh yeah, they have the gold line down the middle. This looks like it's only for 6 strings though. Then maybe they have a 7 variant. I'm looking at their right up here. Why is the internet so slow? Holy cow. So they have black with a gold line, and they have white with a gold line. The white with the gold's kind of tight as shit. Woo! But it looks like they only have 6s. Specifications, battery life 200 hours. Matt Heafy TX1. Do they have 7? They do? Okay, well, I'm not seeing it here. Maybe I need to go back and specify. 7-string. Fluence Custom 7s. There we go. That would have helped if I just typed that in. There they are. Yeah, those are tight as shit. I just have the, like, black gloss. But if these are matte, they're Matt Heafy. I mean, it's... I don't think it's also... I don't know if they're built for... Are they built for multi-scale? I don't know. I'm really happy with the way that these sound. They don't sound bad to me. But these look awesome. They also look like they're passives. Look at the routing. The screw hole is inside the housing. Mine is outside the housing. I have this little pocket right here for the screw hole. You could probably get a free pair. Yeah, fucking right. Yeah, but they have a different housing build. I don't know, then maybe they would fit. Also, how do you think I would get a free pair? Because you're right. One, I don't really have the budget for just getting some new pickups just for the shit of it. But 2, yeah, it looks like the housing is different enough that it just wouldn't fit in here. And I don't have another guitar anymore. This is the only guitar I have now. I've sold all my other ones, so I appreciate you bringing it to my attention. I have talked to Fishman at NAMM. No, sorry, not at NAMM. At okay, it wasn't Fishman. I spoke with the Aristides rep at Euroblast, and I was asking about the different Fishman covers that they have, like the pickup covers. And I asked him if they had black gold, and he said they don't have extra covers because they're all kind of like enclosed, I guess. Or just get the gold ones. They have gold ones? Dude, now you have me chasing aesthetics. It's like people who... Oh, look at the one with the blue line. That's so sick. It's a Steven Carpenter. I like that it's a subtle change. Like this one, this Fluence Modern 7 humbucker pickup is like full on red. Strange choice, but I'll take it. 7-string modern gold. Dude, look at you. You're like plugged in on this, bud. Nick, are you getting into guitar? Are you getting? I know you've always been into gear, but like, you trying to get into some guitar, dude? There's the Fluence Tosin, which is kind of like a gold. Trying to see it. Yeah, maybe that's the one you're talking about. But this is yeah, this is a Click on the Modern 7. Oh, okay. Modern Javier Reyes. They have a lot of signatures. A bossy. Is it like at the top? You can tell I don't frequent their website. Bass. Modern 7. I'm just reading, looking for Control F, dude. Modern. There's the Modern 9. Modern 6. Modern 7. Fluence Modern 7. Alright, we're clicking on that. Then select gold. It would be that easy, wouldn't it? But I don't do online shopping like ever. Ceramics, Alnicos, black, brushed black, gold. Ah! 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 I'm not close, I'm beyond. Woo! Woo! This thing's got me gooning, bro. Yeah, those are fucking sick as fuck. I wish that when I ordered this guitar, I could have just been like, oh yeah, I don't want the black ones. I want the sick as fuck gold ones. Aesthetics are important. Yes, Christ, they are. It really gives you the confidence to pick up your instrument and be like, yeah, now it's kind of like a superhero putting on their suit. Like that gives them, that really makes them embody their powers. Picking up a guitar that aesthetically pleases your core, your creative soul, makes you feel like you're capable of anything. And then you play garbage like I do, and everybody gives you a hard time, and you're like, fine, whatever. Not even allowed to be a cool guy anymore. So what? Oh man, I was about to do a quote. I was about to get a Landwehr quote in there. Now message Ken Susie on Instagram and tell him you already used the product and tell him that you want a gold set. Give him credentials. I bet he hooks you up. Bet. Bet, dude. Bet. I'll bet you he doesn't. Not because I'm a hater trying to put that in the universe. I'm just a realist. I don't qualify for many things. Let's go. Ben Susie. Did I spell this right? Oh, Ken Susie. I'm a piece of shit. Ken Susie. Boom, there he is. Fluence brand manager. Message. Here we go. Ready? We're gonna do a selfie video, dude. Hey Ken, my name's Nico, and I've got some people watching me live stream writing my next album, and I'm using the Fluence Moderns and my Aristides, but it was just brought to my attention that you have a gold pickup set in the Fluence Modern setup. So I was told that maybe I could contact you and see what it would take to get a gold set from you. I'd love to work together. I love these pickups to death. I use them on the last 2 albums. They're fantastic. Let's chat, man. Hey Ken, my name's Nico. Sent. Let's see what happens. Alright, cool. Well, Nick, we'll find out. If I get them, I will kiss you on the mouth next time I see you in person. How about that? Let me see if we can listen to... He's the original guitar player of Unearth and now plays in As I Lay Dying. That's hard as nails. I loved As I Lay Dying for many, many, many years. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I need to listen to the rhythm. Okay, I think we figured out the rhythm. Let's give it a shot. Let me switch this over to a lead position so it's got a little bit of reverb. Okay, never mind. We'll re-record it using the lead tone, and we'll see if that works. Alright, so we'll do a loop on 4, and then I'm just going to record an octave of that so that it sticks out on the mix a little bit. Bring me some... Dude. That's kind of a fun little riff to play. It's got a nice melody. Okay, so I'm going to throw some drums on really quick so that we can have a little bit of a pulse while we're working on this. Bloop. Oh, I want to do this way. There we go. So drums, I don't know, we'll go death metal. We're in 4/4 at 150. So we'll do mid-tempo 4/4 and we'll go with a verse. Let's do No Name. Yeah, we'll do that one. I want to do like a pickup beat though. I want a duka 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 dada duka dada duka dada duka dada. We found one. All right, so that's actually the one that I want. So we'll mute this one for now. All right, so that's gonna be the loop section. And we're going to go here. On the way. Oh, on the way, dude. Bring me some more coffee. Here you go, bro. We got you, dog. Say less, fam. Bet, as the children say. Alright, so I think it's E, A, C. I don't want it to sound like Oompa Loompas or anything, though, so we're going to play it out a little bit slower. Here we go, nerds. Okay, I think the palm muted sort of pass sounded the best, so we're gonna roll with that. Mr. Midnight, hey, what's up, Midnight? How you doing, bud? How is your Saturday going? Hopefully you're having a good Saturday, just chilling, doing something fun, maybe a little bit of exercise, lots of water, a little bit of video games. Okay. Without the bass, boy, this sounds like thin. Alright, so we got that. Let's do an octave using the secondary tone. The OG. Who is messaging me? Oh, I'm getting hit up from some peeps. DD2 character creator is wild. Dragon's Dogma 2. Yeah, I bet. I'm looking forward to that. Also, I got a message on the Kardashev server. I'm going to go on to Do Not Disturb here in a second. Alright, cool. Let's put it on DND. Do Not Disturb. No more stuff from these. Jitter says, I thought those sounds were from my own computer, so I was going a little crazy. Dude, so I was listening to a demo on our Millinote, and I think there is an embedded Discord sound of when I was recording. But it would have had to have been a microphone pickup through the monitors, which is really rare for me to do because I usually mute the monitors and go to headphones when I'm doing mic work. Or with Mark, or, you know, whatever. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't still sound like that. It's like, ba-doom. I'm like, what the what was that a Discord notification? And the thing is, if I was at my computer, I might be more convinced that it actually happened in Discord when I'm like listening back to the demo. But it'll happen when I'm listening on my headphones off of my cell phone and I'm on a walk or something. And I'm like, Discord doesn't make this noise on my phone. What the hell? It's kind of crazy. Yeah, hidden triggers. I got exercise last night, worked on my back, arms, legs, a tiny bit of core. Good for you, dude. Last night, I went to a bar and ate food with some homies. That's what I did. So I did the opposite of that. All right, let's do this layer. Nope, it's E. Almost had it. Did a little bit of like a minor third sort of thing there. We'll see if it sounds good. I don't know. This is all just for test right now. We'll see if it even works out. Gotta go for a jog tonight. Clocked out 3 minutes 30 seconds last time. What? You went for a 3 minute and 30 second jog? Quarter mile. Oh, okay. So that means you run a 14-minute mile? Is that what that means? 3 times 4, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, right? All right, 14-minute mile. That's not bad. I don't even know what I could run a mile in. Probably 25 minutes, half an hour? I have no idea. I remember in high school, the best I got was an 8-minute mile. That's the best I could do. I took a shit after that and was never able to get back into it, dude. Alright, so we're going to leave it at that for a minute. Let's see how it sounds. Alright, let's go back and listen to what the original sounds like and see if we're close. There's like something else happening in the root. Yeah, no, I had it right. I think I do. I mean, ask what kind of 8-string do I have? I have an Agile 827. Yeah, it's the Agile 827. Here, I'll show you. Ugh. It's got like a black ghost burst. It does the job. It does a great job. Hey Nick, maybe I can get some Fluence Moderns for this thing. Although if I'm being honest, I'm not sure that an Agile is worthy of the Fluence Modern sound, but I would love to try it. Yeah, I picked up this guitar at a like pawn shop for like $300, and it does a good enough job for me to record some ideas. I actually reached out to another guitar manufacturer, and I was like, "Hey, you know, what would it take to work on like a sponsorship deal together? Because I'm looking to use an 8-string, and the one that I have isn't great, but it does the job. Would you want to work together?" And they were like, "Nah, you're garbage." And I was like, "I know. Thank you for your time, Sensei. Goodbye." Ken's huge on putting the Fishman in shitty guitars to prove how good they are. Hey Ken, if you're watching this, I would love to put a set of Fishman Fluence Modern 8-string set into this Agile 827. That would be great. All right, let's program some bass really quick. Also, Nick, did you see the Nick Shins Job for a Cowboy bass plugin? Did you see that thing, dude? Oh, it looks hot. Liquid hot magma. I'm really interested in maybe trying it out at some point. I just don't have the budget for it right now, but it looks awesome. All right, so we're doing starting on E, C, D, E. Why are we in palm mute territory? Palm muting might be kind of fun though. Oh, we gotta go way faster. That's 16th notes, right? 16s. That's not the right sound. We'll go up an octave. All right, so we need that duplicate, go down to an A. Right there. And then right here, we want to go up to a B, and then a C. La da da. Nah. There we go. All right, so we got the bass line written. I'm not gonna really worry about complicating it very much. Wait, we're working on doing a lot of old school ways of audio. So like, are you miking cabs and stuff? Is that kind of what you're going? Also, why the pursuit of a different method? I'm just curious. Cause like I've been toying with the idea of just programming bass for the album once Alex composes it. Because what he does is he works from home, just like most people these days in the music industry. And I send him a track with no bass, and he kind of learns by ear what the guitars are doing, and then he writes bass on MIDI, and then he sends me the MIDI, and I input it, and then I listen to it, and I give him feedback, and then he comes over to my house like a week later, and he records it on the actual bass with his performance. And I think that's an excellent way for us to achieve the bass recording and composition. But I've also been toying with the idea of why record it, why worry about the recording process for the album's production unless he's doing something that we can't reproduce on MIDI. Like a slide, like for instance, the software that I use doesn't really have like a slide function. It doesn't have like a legato function. It's very MIDI sounding in those ways. It appears as though the job for a Cowboy plugin or Nick Shin's plugin does have like fretless, fretted, legato, staccato chords. Like you can kind of choose the sound profile and make multiple lanes in order to get a more realistic sounding bass performance. That would be very interesting. But you're talking about kind of going for a different sound, which it looks like we aren't playing heavy metal. Okay, yeah. So if you're playing something that's like more in like the post-rocky like realm of like soundscapes, I'm sure you're trying to achieve a less than pristine sound. As you're well aware, dude, you were in the game for a long enough time. Trying to achieve a stellar sound in modern metal, it has always been somehow like a redeeming pursuit. You know, people really revere recording the cleanest and crispest and biggest, but sometimes you just kind of want a different vibe. So I understand if you're doing it just for the sake of trying to achieve a different sound. That makes complete sense. I thought you were still trying to do metal though, and that's why I was like, oh, why are you deviating from the paradigm? Why are you moving away from what we all know and works? You know, just kind of getting a little tinfoil hatty about it. Okay, so let's hear this again. All right, now let's do a layer in here of squiggly guitar, the kind that makes everybody go, "What the fuck is that?" And then I say, just shut up and listen to the effect it creates. I was in the wrong position. Alright, cool. So it just kind of meanders, mostly focusing on thirds, fourths, and fifths. Wait. Or is it fourths, fifths, and sixths? It doesn't really matter. So now we have a meandery tone. Let's go back and listen to the original really quick. Oh, also, Nick, I wanted to show you this. I've been 3D printing and then hand painting my own guitar knobs. How tight is that, dude? How tight is that? I 3D modeled this shit myself, and it fucking works. Look at this thing. Money. Cash money. Print money. It's pretty sick. Well, they come in sets of 2. I'll show you. Check this out, bruh. So I got this custom Kardashev little like ring box, and it comes with one of each inside. So you have a gold knob with a black logo and a black knob with a gold logo, and that way you can have a tone and a volume for each one. Pretty sweet. Coming to a retailer near you. No, I'm just kidding. It won't, because nobody will want to buy this. What I'm doing is I'm trying to see if I can make my own knobs that are lightweight, sturdy, and like less traditional. Because like here's an example. The last time you saw a knob on a guitar, how much? Honestly, the retail price was going to be like $20. You get the set because they're hand painted. But I don't know, make me an offer. I don't have any on the market yet. My buddy asked me if I would put them in his shop and he would retail them out because he repairs guitars for a living. He's a luthier. And so when people come in to drop them off, sometimes they want to customize their instrument. The problem is those type of people have no idea who Kardashev is. So I made them without the logo so that they're just these hexagonal prisms with like cool hex cuts. And I think those ones are more likely to appeal to a bigger audience. But that's kind of where I'm starting. We'll see if it works out. I don't know. Also, there's like a lot of research and development I still have to do because there's really 3 different types of pots. There's like the CTS pot, there's a solid core, and there's CTS solid core and one other one. I don't remember what it's called. Here, I can pull it up. It's actually in one of my notes. Yeah, right here. So there's an alpha pot, a CTS pot, and a solid shaft pot, and those are basically the ones that I have to start building for. Otherwise, you have to use the brass cylinder insert, and then I have to figure out how to mount a hole in the side so that you can get the Allen key screw in there, the Allen head screw, or bolt, or whatever it is. It's a screw, I think. I have to do that to account for all the different kinds of pots that are out there, so it'll take some time. Okay, so there's also a build-up. There's a pre-chorus that I want to also re-record. Alright, so we're going to work on recording that over here. And I'm doing it in the opposite order mostly because I'm trying to follow my heart with what I wanted to record. I wanted to record the chorus riff first. Wrong spot. So that's the pre-chorus is pretty short actually. I put it 4 times, but that's more of a chorus repeat. All right, so we got that one. A Fender Mustang. A Mustang is probably the CTS. Fender Mustang potentiometer. Fender Mustang. So this is a solid core or a solid shaft, which is a log pot. You can also take the thing off, and it'll tell you. But it looks like they use the solid shaft, which I already am accounting for, so that should be fine. No! Son of a bitch. Did a little major third there, or minor third, just for fun. All right, let's go back and have a gander. Da 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 da. Okay, so the leads are actually doing that, and the rhythms are doing an A-C-D movement. We could probably clean that up a little bit. I wanted to add extra layers. All right. So that should work. And we'll bring this down here. We'll do it again. All right, now we switch to the other tone. Do a little harmonic brush on that. There we go, just a little bit of flavor. And now we switch back to the lead, and I actually can do the ascending lead line. La da 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 da. We'll do it in the high register. All right, and then we'll do a lower. And then we do our wacky subby guitar. Almost had it. It's moving too fast. We need this half the time. Much better. And then for the bass, it should be the same ascending riff, or not riff. It's just the main melody, which is E, C, D. Bada 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 bada. 4 bars. So E. C, D, now let's go back and listen to it and see if there's any clean guitars. All right, cool. So we basically have this written. The drums are obviously different because I don't know which drum demo loops I used. I have no idea. Probably in the power metal section, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Alright, so now we're going to try and come up with some fresh material using this foundation. What kind of foundation is it? Whatever, dude. So then we're going to go into, we'll do a verse. Now, I don't like power metal as a drum source. This one's kind of wacky. Let's try this one. And then maybe we'll go into a halftime verse. I don't know, we'll do that for 2 bars. Alright, so basically we have a chorus, a pre-chorus, and we're going to name these so we don't forget. We're going to switch this to a 2, rename, chorus. And we're going to do this as a pre-chorus. And then over here we're going to try to write a bridge. And we're going to call that the 3rd one, and then over here we're gonna write a verse. And all we're doing is trying to make some elements and see if they blend together. So we're gonna start with the verse. I just feel like that is more natural to write first. So something kind of like that is kind of neat. Let's try that to begin. Alright, so a very simple melody. Alright, so let's complicate it now. So we're going to mute this because it becomes variation 1. Hey, Jammin', what's up? Writing new Kardashev? Yeah, just kind of exploring some ideas. Not really sure if this will wind up on the record, but that's always the intent we go in with, is just write music, and if it sucks, put it aside, but at least it's out of your mind and you can move on to new things. How are you doing today, Jammin'? What's going on? It's almost palindrome-esque because it's a counterpoint, right? The bass is moving up and the melody is moving down. So that's kind of the idea, and if we take that and we duplicate it, let's see what it sounds like. Okay, we're gonna actually try to extend it out. So instead of being something that repeats on a 4-bar repetition twice, right? So the riff is 4 bars, and then we copy paste the full 4 bars again, and that makes 1 repetition. I want to try to extend the movement over 8 bars. Yeah, over 8 bars, and then it repeats on itself. So it feels like a longer riff, right? Jammin' says, sick, I'm good, just chilling with some beers and the missus. I keep meaning to begin to record stuff, but I'm never happy with anything I write. Hey, dude, it's cool that you're hanging out with the missus and sipping beer. As far as recording is concerned, you kind of have to suffer through sucking for a while and accept yourself in that way. That's what I do here when I stream. It might look different to you as an observer, but I feel like all I'm doing is writing garbage constantly, but I accept that. I accept that it's not probably the best version of what I could write or the final version of what I could write. And I have to find comfort in that reality. Because ultimately it will become something, or I will discard it and I don't have to worry about it. But to keep it all locked up in here, I won't be able to mentally move past it. My heart will want to write it over and over and over and over again. So I have to, in a way, it's kind of like journaling, musical journaling. Just write the idea down, i.e. record it, like we're doing here, and then move past it. And you can always reference it. You can always turn back to that journal page and say, how did I feel that day? Or what was that idea that I had? Or what was that really hard struggle that I got past? And then here it is. And this is actually true, because if you look here, what we are trying to recreate now was actually a song written for Liminal Right. And we didn't like it, and we moved on, and we never used it. But now I'm going back to that journal page, and I'm saying, maybe it was a good idea. Maybe now's the time that I can flesh it out and see it being a final song. So that's what we're doing. But if I never got it out of my head, I might have tried to force it into Liminal Right, or I might have tried to force it into opening this album. But luckily I have it recorded. I'm also doing that right now. I'm also learning a DAW, and I tell you, I suck bad. I hate the idea of learning a new DAW. It puts such a blockade between me and my creative process. I'm like, okay, what key was it to go back to the previous take, or should I just do it again? Or should I Control Z? Oh, Control Z reverses the take? Well, that's not what I want. How do I undo now that I don't know how to undo? And it just puts this fucking barricade in front of me. And I'm like, you know what? Until this thing breaks, I guess I'm just going to keep using it. And I think DAW companies know this. I think they know that their ecosystem will become, that their user base will become so dependent on the neural pathways that they have developed over years of just learning the DAW, that they'll have a hard time going anywhere else. I think this is true for most service companies. Softwares like Adobe, Photoshop, editing softwares of any kind. They know how dependent you become on the familiar keystrokes and hotkeys and stuff. So it's kind of nutty. Okay, so we're writing this riff. Let's try it a little bit poppy. Or we could try like a Black Dahlia. Guitar's out of tune. We gotta tune it. Oof. How does that happen? I'm just playing it, man. How does it go sharp? Means the neck must be under a different kind of tension. Jitter says the drums make your ears happy. Okay. Yeah, the drums. I just grabbed a loop from Superior Drummer 3 and dropped it in. That kind of goes back to the ecosystem of familiarity. You know, I know that these drums are not ultimately what I will settle on because I have a professional drummer whose name is Sean and lives in Canada. But I have to start somewhere to inspire myself because a metronome doesn't always do it. You know, you can practice to a metronome all you want, and I think that's important. But when it comes to like finding the creative flow, I personally really need to hear some kind of groove, and I don't get too discriminate about the groove because then it's too close to. Then I'll spend too much time. Right, this goes back to hotkeys and learning a DAW. I'll spend too much time trying to find the perfect groove instead of just writing. I'm a guitarist at the end of the day. Just put down some shitty drums that inspire me to keep writing, and then move on and start writing on the fucking guitar. I saw this great TikTok of a guy. It's a selfie, and he just says like, "Hey, stop buying gear and start playing your instrument." And I was like, oh, I feel like I was just shot in the heart. This dude was attacking me. He was attacking me. Mom! You know what I mean? Like, hilarious. That's close enough. Okay, so we're going back to the, maybe we can get a weird riff. I like the idea of that ba-na-na-na-na. That's kind of a nice... I mean, you hear it a lot in the rhythm section, but let's try it. Okay, so that wasn't the full extension, but that's a starting point. Okay, so we're playing off of CDE, but we also have A available, which conveniently is the open string on the 7. So what I'm thinking is, if I can turn it less into like a tremoloed melody and more into a dynamic riff. So right now we're doing... Right? And it's kind of sitting in this pocket. But if we maybe incorporate the open A, The riffs that come to mind when I'm considering including the open A string are from like Between Sea and Sky. And from Lux. Right. So those are the things that are from my writing history that I think, ooh, what if I add the A? Because I'm still in the same Dorian position. So as long as I'm doing that, I feel comfortable adding the A in here into this verse. So if we take the original, so maybe something closer to that. So I think that's a good starting point. Sorry I'm taking so much time to explain to you guys what I'm doing. I feel compelled to vocalize my process. So it's got a little bit of like a 6/8, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Oh no, it's still got a 4/4. Okay, I just hear that. Jamin says, what if you try doubling the open string pick to change the feel? No idea if that even makes sense. Feel free to tell me if I'm off or stepping on toes. No, you're not stepping on anything. I do this so that people can talk to me like you're talking to me. So people can say, hey, try this. Hey, try that. So if I do, instead of... You want me to go? Okay, let's try it. So we'll go A, B, A, B. So my riff is on A, and your riff is going to be B. Okay, let's try it. A, B, here we go. So yours is interesting. Yours is interesting because it accents on 3/4. It's like chug chug 3/4, chug chug 3/4, and you get the accent on the da 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 da. Mine is syncopated 3/4 with a momentary repeat. So I have ba da da ba da da, or 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 ba ba 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So mine's like a syncopated over 4, 3 against 4. Christ says, oh, also Caesar. Hello, Caesar. Welcome to the stream, bud. How are you doing? Buenos noches. Christ says, do you mean doing 2 16th note chugs instead of an 8th note? So instead of, you're saying, so that's ba-da-dum ba, ba-da-dum ba, ba-da-bum ba. So that's the 16ths against. I could also try a like a hammer-on version. I could also do like a 6-note pattern. It's a little bit too messy with this tone. Yeah, I just feel like my style doesn't really fit much with these like alternate techniques. It doesn't really pan out. do the double E on the bottom. I'm gonna try that in the bridge. Let's see if that feels cool as a bridge. All right, so we're doing a bunch of wacky inversions. For those of you following along at home, on the 7 string in drop A, we're playing 7 open 3 5. Then we're playing 5 3 5 7. And then 3 open 3 2. And then 2 open 2 1. All right, so we're gonna try this. All right, so we've got like a little kind of bridge melody. Okay, so let's pretend like that bridge goes into the chorus. How does that sound? Okay, so this part feels like out of pace. Because if you listen to the chorus is really up. So let's see if we get rid of these drums and we just bring the upbeat drums into this otherwise slow verse. Okay, so now this feels too slow. So we're going to double our pick time. We're going to go. That's going to be very hard. We'll try to do some palm muting on it to keep it cleaner, but ultimately it's going to be very fast. Okay, so we'll see if that works. And we'll just do it like that. So now I'm going to record an octave of it in order to get the attenuation that I want. Okay, we're going to try it palm muted a little bit faster. I don't want to go to work. I want to chill in here. I'm sorry, man. Going to work sucks, but you got to eat. You got to eat, and these videos are available in the VOD on our YouTube. So if you want to head over to our YouTube, you can see a bunch of these videos that I've been recording this new album with. You can spend some time there and hanging out. Also, if you have the funds available, you're welcome to join our Enlisted Traveler program on our website, where you get access to the dashboard that I use to upload all of our demos. And the band are the ones that can edit everything, but the Enlisted Travelers are the ones who can go in and listen to stuff and download stuff, and they can even leave feedback in the Discord, and I can provide it to the band, and that's kind of how we get our fan input. So if you're not already there, check it out. Feel free to. Have a good day at work. Be safe. Okay, we're going to try it a little faster. It's a little wonky because I have to string skip a couple of times. Messed it up. close enough for now. Remember, we're just kind of writing to demo ideas today. These aren't finals. We're not being hypercritical of anything. We're just trying it out. So now that I have the second tone armed, I'm going to do the pre-chorus, or the bridge, sorry. Alright, cool. So we got the third take on the pre-chorus, and now we're going to work on the fourth take. The chords are kind of neat. The voicings are a little bit different. Stivsk says, Nico, my hand doesn't work like that. Not on a bass, it doesn't. But maybe on your guitar it does. Dude, look at this thing. Works like that for me. All right, cool. So now we have a full quad tracked. We've got a chorus, a pre-chorus, a bridge, and a verse. So let's hear the verse. So now we're going to program some bass really quick. So A, C, B, A, C, B. Okay. And this is in eighth notes. Ba 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 ba. We're gonna save game because it just stuttered. Ooh, that's a hard chord, man. I might add my pinky to get that high voicing. Oh, it's gonna stay on A, so just the top two positions. There we go. All right, so the bass is now following the rhythm. Let's hear it. All right, so we're gonna write the bridge to the verse. We're gonna do the subliminal melody. That's what we're doing. Oop, almost had it. I like the tension there. All right, cool. So now we have a little subliminal melody kind of going on in the background. So one thing that I'm finding is that the bridge ends on the B and the verse starts on the A. So the dissension feels natural. The verse kind of feels like it's more of a pre-chorus, though. All right, so we're kind of getting there. move this over. Let's see if we can order this properly, because right now it's going chorus, pre-chorus, bridge, verse. So we're gonna move the verse into the front of the song. Yeah, let me put the time frame in the right spot. There we go. All right, so we got the verse, subliminal, rhythms, bass, and drums. So we're gonna move that into the front of the song. Pretend like it opens the track. It probably won't, because it doesn't sound like a track opener, but that's where we're gonna start. So we got the verse, and then we're gonna do the pre-chorus. Let's hear how they sound back to back. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna manipulate where my loop is, and it's gonna play the verse, and then it's gonna skip a bunch of bars, and it's gonna play the pre-chorus. That's the pre-chorus. I meant to say the bridge. Yeah, that sounds good. So we're going to go verse, bridge, and now we're going to see if the bridge into the pre-chorus makes sense. Yep, and then we're going to go straight into the chorus, and now we have the first, what, minute of a song? How long is this? This is from 53:15 to 54:58. Minute and a half. Sounds nasty even for a demo. Thanks, Jammin'. Yeah, I mean, we did this it's been 2 hours. So for 2 hours, we've been just kind of working on it and seeing what happens. And so far it doesn't sound awful. So let's pretend like the track starts with a drum fill. All right, so we'll just go grab a drum fill. How does the verse start? Okay, so it's a buda-bada, 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 buda-bada. Yeah, that one's cool. All right, so we're gonna take number 6, and we're gonna dump it down here, and that's gonna be how we start the track. Cause I don't have any. I have no idea what else to do. So boom, that's the starting of the track. Let's hear it. Let's see what we got. Save game. Multipass. And here we go. Okay, so I like the idea of the chorus only happening twice, and then I really like the pre-chorus. It just has such a building sort of vibe. It's like, oh, we're here, and it's like bigger than life, and blah blah blah, you know. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is we're gonna take the pre-chorus, You're jamming along? Hell yeah, dude! Fuck yeah, Nick! He's over there and he's like, oh, now I know all the notes because Nico's saying them out loud. E, F, G, E, F, G, A. No, B, A. So I think we're going to use the pre-chorus again, which I'm thinking of repurposing from a pre-chorus into like an actual verse. Because if you listen to it, it has verse energy. It feels more like a verse. This feels like a bridge. Let's see if we do this into the chorus. Yeah, that feels like it belongs. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually move this and we're going to turn it into probably the most pronounced verse of the available verses so far. So the way that we do that is we scooch this, we delete that. So now we have the drum fill, the verse, which should not start the song. This does not feel like the right amount of energy. It's also starting in a non-resolved position. So it doesn't have the foundation feeling. It feels like we're here when we need to start the song here. It's not a problem to start a little bit higher in the sort of key in the position. There's probably a way for somebody who's way smarter with the collegiate side of music to tell you, oh, it's because you're starting in the Locrian position. If you start in the Ionian position, I'm sure someone has that ability. I do not. I just know what it feels like. It doesn't feel appropriate. So we're going to start with the bridge, pretending like we're a minute into the song and we've now just hit this bridge and we're going to hear the bridge chorus and then what is going to be the next verse, the bigger verse. So then I would take that pre-chorus, or well, we're gonna rename it. This is gonna be verse 2. We don't want this verse to start the song. I don't think it would sound good starting the song. We want it to be revealed. What we could do is we could dissect this verse. You're playing EDC. Okay, yeah, that would work. That's another thing too, is we can descend. We've been ascending the root. Especially with the so maybe we do a double descension. Just playing kind of off of the root and the fifth. So now we're going to copy paste this because now we want to build on this energy. We want to build on this verse. Especially because the drums are sitting in a 4/4 with an accent on 3. Oh no, it's a 2 and a 4, sorry. So what I would do in this case is I would get rid of the lead that's going the na 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 na. I would get rid of that, and now let's see if it feels like it's gonna earn the lead. Okay, so then we'll copy paste it again, because we're brainstorming what this should ultimately feel like. Maybe this verse should be a we do it 4 times kind of verse, but it gradually grows into itself. So we're going to try that. Whoops. And we're going to add layers. Like an onion. We're going to add layers that make it feel like it's gradually developing. So instead of going right into the main melody after 1, we're going to go into the main melody after 2, but we're going to add some layers of references to the melody. So the melody is... So maybe we'll play some twinkly stuff in between the beginning and when the melody ultimately arrives. That way it feels like it's a section of development versus stagnation. Not that there's only 2, but I want to emphasize the development and not allow stagnation. Let's see if we can develop a lead to kind of is from the inspiration of the already existing lead. That's what we're going to shoot for. Save game. Now that we have a sort of composition being developed. And then we're just going to, and going back to what I was saying, Christ, long time ago at the beginning of the stream, 2 hours ago, is that don't be afraid to fail. Just suck for a while until the suck starts to go away. That's what I'm about to do. So a couple of ideas kind of come to mind. I like the idea of so there's 4 positions here that work nicely. Noodlin'! What's up, Grim Valley? Yeah, dude, noodlin' right now. Also, welcome to the stream. Thanks for swinging by and saying hi, dude. How you doing today? I like these 4 positions. Again, I think we're still in the Dorian position, so it kind of helps to keep it simple. So I'm gonna try a sequence where I'm gonna go from so we're in the C. Then we're gonna be in the F position, then the G position, and then the A position. And we're going to see if I can cycle that in time, which is kind of hard, because it's a 3-note arpeggiation that slides alternating pinky, alternating index. So we're going to see if it works. It's a whole step at the end, that's part of the problem. Alright, let's try it. I keep putting it in a diminished position because my pinkies or my middle finger's getting in the wrong spot. It kind of has a jig feel right now. I'm not sure I like that. So we're gonna see if there's. I'm gonna keep playing with it. I'm gonna keep molding it and sculpting it. But right now it just feels wrong. Feels incorrect, especially for the pacing that we're trying to get to, which is ultimately the melody, which is sitting on a quarter note movement. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. That's the movement. With this one, we're doing 16th note triplets. Which might be neat as a sort of texture, but it should not inform the upcoming section. It's too complicated. It's too wild. It would be cool if that was sort of by itself in a bridge of like 1 bar of no musicality, and it's just like everything goes like, you know, like a staccato chug, like dum, and then it's just boom, and then we go right back into it. That makes sense. But putting it here and expecting it to introduce the melody coming up is the wrong approach. So if we take that little piece, let's see how that sounds if it's just like an ambient sort of feel. We're going to put a heavy reverb on it. Right there, and we're going to turn the reverb on. So now, although it's a complicated melody with many notes, hopefully it sounds more choral-like, as if a wall of noise as chords featuring 4 different chords that share a couple of notes. So let's see if that effect is achieved. So it's a little bit quiet. I'm going to turn it up a bit. We can still hear the articulation in the notes, which is fine. I can always do a low pass filter on it to get rid of the transients, but for now, let's just see what it sounds like. It's a little bit too much, but we're getting there. We're on the right track. So we're gonna pull this reverb down. Actually, I'm gonna manually set it to 75 on the velocity value. And now what I'm thinking is, let's see if we can harmonize it. And I'm not trying to harmonize it because it's hard and noisy. I'm trying to harmonize it to see if we get a diversity of sound in the soundscape. I just heard a loud noise. I'm gonna go check on my dad. I'll be right back. Okay, we're good. He's all right. He just closed the door heavily, and it sounded like somebody could have fallen on the second floor. So I was just double checking. Okay, so we're trying to harmonize it. transition. Okay, let's try it again. I think this will sound close to what we want, to what I want. We'll see if it works out. I'm going to give myself a couple bars. One more time. I'm gonna try it with just the click because the reverb's it's a little huge. Let's try it here. All right, close enough. 4 bars. We'll actually just do it as 2 bars because I'm lazy. So we got that, and we're gonna listen to it. Oh, actually, I need to crossfade it a little bit. There we go. So with this, let's hear it with the reverb. It's probably gonna sound cacophonous. Okay, so that sounds right. And now we're going to kick on the low pass filter to get rid of the articulation. The reverb's still too powerful, so we're going to reduce its level from 75 down to 65. It's logarithmic, so it should be substantial. Okay, and now we're going to turn on the other one, and we're going to see how it sounds by itself. And now we're going to hear them together. And now we're going to hear it in the blend. Okay, so I have an idea, and the idea is that we actually invert them. The main melody that's a little bit slower and builds up starts this section, and then we get to the complexity of the of the like arpeggiating thingamajig. But to do this, I want the drums to open up drastically. So I'm gonna pull up the chorus drums, and I want it to just feel big. Bigger than life. That's the idea. So we're going to find this one. Nope, it's too tight. It's also too tight. We want big chorus, not blast chorus. So let's go with, let's try this one. No, it's two pickup. Nope. Let's try Doom. So I was in the death metal pack, but now we're going to go into the Doom pack, and we're going to go for... That one's close, but I wouldn't want it to. I wouldn't want it to depend on the China. We're gonna switch it to. Yeah, we're gonna switch it to the right hand, the power hand crash. Whoops. So we're gonna try that. So now, let's imagine that these are inverted, and it would sound like this. So besides that being too loud, I think that sounded pretty good. And actually with this lead, we're going to let it fade up. Jammin says, what drum plugin are you using? It sounds so good. So I am using Superior Drummer. Here, I'll switch over to this. I'm using Superior Drummer, which looks like this. Superior Drummer 3. And I have a secret for you, something that you might not know about, but with this, you can tune the drums. I can tune these drums to whatever, you could say key the song is in, if you want to get that meticulous, but I just know that I tend to write around A minor, so I have tuned the kit close to A minor. And you can do this in the tuning tab, which is kind of hard to see, but it's right here. The tuning, there's a tuning option. And what you do is you get a tuner on your phone, or a digital tuner or something that has a microphone, and you put it up to your studio monitor, and you just hit that instrument. You can program that it just does a roll on that one instrument, and you see what the tuning is of the drum. The drum will the tuner will actually move, and it will tell you that the overall tonality of that drum is maybe a G sharp or something, right? Well, what you do then is you decide how you want the drums to be tuned to the song. So for me, I'm playing with the A, which is the open. The A, the C is the third. The E is the fifth. So I might take my toms and do A, C, E, and then maybe A, and then E again, right? Or A and C. Wait, A and E. Yeah, A and E, the first and the fifth, right? The dominant and the fifth. So if you do that, now your drum set will not just sound like MIDI drums, it'll sound like drums that are supposed to fit your song, and they'll blend that much more easily. So that's a secret pro tip that you might want to try to achieve on whatever drum software you are using. Try to tune your toms, your snare, and your kick to all be in something that the song is in. It'll help immensely. But this is Superior Drummer 3, which allows me to have that function. Okay, so I like how this is set up, so we're going to scooch this over. We're going to put this over here. We're going to put the build up over here. We're going to swap these. Because the rhythms and everything else are basically the same, we just need to switch the drums now. So the drums will start close, tight, ride, and hi-hat, and then they'll open up into the crash. All right, so let's hear the flow. Let's see if it sounds good. First, we'll save game because we've done some work. Also, for those of you who are interested in hearing this full demo, you can sign up at Kardashevband.com. The link is right there in the description. Also, I'm going to switch the camera over. Actually, we haven't had this view in a while. You know what I'm doing on the guitar. We'll show you kind of how this works. No leads. So I don't think that melody should go on too long. Maybe just have one big open break for it. So then here, I'll have this cut out. So that this is the swirling melody. I'll have that cut out, and then instead of repeating the main melody, I'm gonna take it into what is like a dominant lead territory. And we're gonna play it a little bit looser, so it feels more like a lead, like a soaring lead, instead of this like tight, meticulous lead. That's my intention anyway. So or we do a variation on it. So the variation, instead of playing the na 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 na, instead of that, we switch it. And I'm gonna go back to the full screen cam, just so you can see what I'm doing on the guitar. Also, this helps me tab this later. So I kinda need to be able to see this in the VOD. we'll see if we can get a little bit more into the lead position. And the intent is not to write a guitar solo. We don't want to get asymmetrical and crazy. We still want it to be melodic and repetitive. But now we're opening it up out of the previously tight quarter note movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Duh. Sounds like Star Wars. Dear Mom, I accidentally wrote Star Wars again. Love, Nico. Fuck, whatever. Okay, so something kind of like that. That Jade note, dude. We gotta join this. Is it that one? Alright, so now we're gonna layer it. I think Mark's gonna like that. Mark tends to like when I write stuff sort of in this vein. All right, let's see how the stack sounds. It has the same amount of reverb as the Squiggly Bibblies, but it's a little bit more voluminous in the volume category. Let's bring it down to 700 instead of 750. And let's hear them kind of back to back. Save game. Always remember to save your progress. All right, here we go. Alright, so I feel like after we have this section, which has a lot of intensity, maybe we do the bridge again. So let's hear what the composition sounds like at this current venture. And we'll see if we like where it's headed. I think it sounds pretty good. The parts are cool, but does it flow? Does it feel like it's telling a story? So let's find out. So we're going to switch over to this screen so that you can kind of follow along. And what we're doing here is we're following these. The yellow stuff are the lead guitars. Those are the lead guitars. And this down here, these blocks, these are automation. So I'm telling it when to turn on reverb and how loud to make it and stuff like that. But this is the leads. So, and then up here, these colorful ones, these are the sections. Verse, bridge, chorus, chorus. 4 verses of varying lead types, bridge, chorus. And in total, this is 53:12 to 55:48. So we've written 2.5 minutes. This is 2.5 minutes of audio already. And all we're really doing is copy pasting and adding variation. So let's have a listen. Okay, so far it has pretty good flow. Some areas feel a little bit too long for how sort of strummy they are in the chords, but that comes with time. Working out the details will happen naturally as I develop the song. Structurally, though, it feels pretty good. I think this verse needs to be recomposed at the core level, at the rhythm level. I think that the bridge is cool into the chorus. That feels good. Chorus might be a little long for the beginning of the song. These 4 green verse sections seem cool, but really this is more like a secondary verse, like an alternate, because it opens up with the drums and it's more melodic in the leads. This bridge should not come after this verse. It is too disruptive. It's too abrupt. It's too out of left field. But the bridge into the chorus feels fine. So maybe we half the bridge to just the second half. So let's test that. That already feels better than descending down 4 chords. We're just descending down 2 chords. That already feels better. The other thing is that I'm thinking of some kind of like slam discordant sort of breakdown. Something that is not... It doesn't have this power metal or even like... Yeah, this feels kind of power metal right now. It does evoke that. It might be the drums, it might be the key that we're in, how we're playing off of this major position. That might be what's kind of influencing that sound. But what I'm thinking is, we get to these chords. Like if we pick up in that position, it's a lower third and a lower fourth. We can kind of play off of the discordant nature of those 2 positions. So it could be kind of fun. Let's switch back over to full screen camera. Okay. Okay, so I have an idea. I think I'm going to write a clean section, and we're going to see how it sounds. But again, we're not keeping the first half of this chordal movement. So we're going to delete all this. And then we're gonna add some time. Maybe like 8 bars, 16 bars, something like that. We're going to try to write a little clean bridge. That amount of bars looks fine. I don't know what that is, but close enough. now we're going to do some chill drums to inspire what we will write. So let's go to the grooves. Let's go to the doom, and we'll do straight 4/4, and we're going to do bridge. Maybe even a chill chorus. Too much. Dun 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 dun. No, let's go into the post-rock grooves. We'll do straight 4/4, and we'll do the breakdown. So if we do this and filter by intensity... Okay, the ride needs to be in halftime, but this is a good start. So we need to get something like that, and then it'll get into the drum groove. And we're gonna go into the clean guitars, and now we're gonna find something that feels like let's switch our tone to the clean tone. This will be the first introduction of clean guitar in the song so far. So we got to find the chord that feels like it comes off of verse 2. try that. Let's try that sassy jazz. So the sassy jazz kind of has that minor 7 effect. Now we're going to take the main melody and we're going to play outside of the root, the 3rd and the 5th. We're going to play on 2nds and 4ths and 6s and 7ths. Doing is we're developing a tension so we can release it with the chorus. So let's hear how that comes out. So we'll start here with some simple bass, and we're actually going to do it in the clean bass position. Oh, that's not it. Maybe we only have dirty bass right now programmed. So we'll try that. Maybe I'll record the bass. Sean, what's up, man? What's going on, dude? I don't know how long you're gonna stick around, but look, I wrote a new song today. It's not new. It's technically the Liminal Right B-side that Mark kind of wrote, and we never used. And I'm like, oh, I can develop it into a song, maybe. So that's cool, dude. Yeah. Hope you're having a good weekend, bud. Love it. I want to do that one. have to use these drums, but it's what I've got. So, it's all we got, baby. Alright, so now let's write some additional ambient guitars. I know, right? Alright, so now we're going to do a little bit of the ambient shit. Let's see if that fits. Okay, maybe this will fit. The delay on this one to be faster. Right now it's 900. It's probably like an 830 maybe. Nah, maybe it's a 812. That feels a little too fast. Let's do like an 820. 821. Let's try it again. Yeah, I'm gonna do a 9 voicing. I think it'll sound better. Maybe we just let it fade onto itself like that. What happens if we do that and then go straight into the chorus? Let's see what this sounds like. Oh, I forgot to loop it. Fuck. Where's the actual... Wait. Where's the fucking ride? I actually kind of want to do a, like a diminuendo on the ride a little bit. Well, that's not what I want. Let's do no snap. Like that, and then this. We'll cut that so we can draw in the rise. Whoop. And then we'll paste it. Whoops. Draw on the snap. Paste it. Let's try that. I want it to be more of a... Maybe I should do it on that one. It's a little bit too... they need to be brought up. Let's do it like that. Alright, so let's hear that into the chorus. Perfect. Now that Sean's here, I'm all self-conscious of what the drums sound like. But I'm just copy-pasting them. I don't give a fuck, dude. That's your job. You do it. He's probably not even here anymore. He's like, Nico's boring. I hate watching people make stuff. I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna go work out with my wife and my son. Winston will be the King Leonidas one day. I must teach him the ways of the wolf. Okay, so it's getting somewhere, but it feels like two ideas smushed together. The noir break is cool, but I'm not sure it's the vibe yet. I think it's really the execution. The drums don't sound good. The bass is fuzzy for some reason. I don't know why. I thought I had a clean bass, but I guess not. You know what I could do? Oh, I got an idea. So Sean says I'll make it work. Of course you will, baby. That's what we do. Babe. I think I want this bass to sound more clean, but I don't want to take the time to automate it. So for now, I'm just going to leave the bass out. And what I'll do instead is I'll layer in some subsonic ambience on my guitar, because it'll be super sick. Hang on a second. All right, we're back. So, ambience. We're going to write a layer of ambience, but first we need to know what I programmed for bass here, and we'll just follow it fundamentally. So it looks like we have a F sharp. Whoops. And then we did a C. But it's a low C. Ba-bum. And then we do an octave C. So it's F sharp, C, C, C in different octaves. So we'll kind of play with that. We'll see if we can make it sound a little better than those notes. But I'm looking for the fundamentals of the high chords, which are... It's supposed to be a little bit creepy. It might be too discordant for what Kardashev is known for, so we might have to reevaluate it as it goes through our process. We'll find out. Okay, so let's try recording it. All right, let's hear that. We're going to do an octave layering. Let's hear how that sounds. So I really don't like these drums. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna go 4, and we're gonna just spread them out, so they're basically half time. No, that's not right. Let's go into the grooves. Let's put it at half time. So let's try that, but we're going to switch it to let's try a semi-close. We're gonna do that. I want to hear what the noir break to the bridge to the verse 1 sounds like. Oh, let's back it up a little. And now I don't like that it's on ride. Let's do something in the black metal region. Let's try that one. I think I want this lead to delay out, and then we have like a swell into the noir part. So I'm going to insert clips here. I did 4 bars. I'm not sure if that's going to be the appropriate amount, but it's where we'll start. And then... Something like that. We're going to reverse it. Whoops. Oh, saving game. There it goes. And we're going to make it go. I'm just going to make it do that. Something like that. The same thing with this chord, but it's going to be every in between each of those chords at like the halfway mark. So here, like that. I'm actually going to record these myself, and I'm going to hold them out so they don't get like that womp, 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 womp sort of effect. They're just going to go and like that's it. Me making noises with my mouth because I don't have a musical education. Alright, so we're going to do this. So I just realized that part of the problem is that the tempo did not carry over into this little section. So now if we take this and we cut it down and we reverse it, and then we do the other one, right there. That. Let's check it out. And then here we'll do a tom hit. And we'll emphasize that with some reverb. And then we'll also put a sub drop there. We'll do that one. Let's see how that translates. this section, just because that feels appropriate. And then with this, I'm actually going to taper this less because I really want the ride to shoot. I really want the symbol to be more present, so we're going to decrease the slope, maybe just to there. And then we need this kick full volume. Whoops, I forgot to paste back the this part, this quarter note hit. Actually, we don't want that. But Sean is probably a diminuendo on each hand kind of person. So we'll take that and then we'll offset it by 1. That is way too much. Whew, what was I thinking? We'll do it. His right hand is probably his leading hand. Nope, left hand is leading hand, I would imagine. So we'll scooch this back to like there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to give this its own value. So we're going to cut that, and then we're going to redraw this a little bit different. And then we're going to paste it again. There we go. Wait, is that on left and right? Damn it, we got to pick a different symbol. There we go. Left crash. Alright, cool. So there's a little bit better production under that. We'll save game. It is 5 minutes until 5:30. And my father is hungry for dinner. So I think it is time for me to call it for today. We did a lot of progress though. 3 hours, 45 minutes, and we took an old song from an old album that never got used, and we re-envisioned it and we developed it. And that doesn't mean it's done. That just means that we've now got a starting point and we can have the rest of the band give in their feedback. I think I can already anticipate that everybody's going to agree that the melody is a little bit too optimistic. It's not dark enough. It's not moody enough. They're going to like the noir part. They're going to like the verse and the ascending na 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 na. They're gonna like that part. But I think the do da ba da 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 da, I think that's gonna be a little bit too unleash the archers dragon force. It's gonna feel too power metal. I really do sincerely feel that. So that just means we have to find a different lead for the chorus. But until then, thank you all for hanging out. Massive shout out to the people who followed and subbed today. I super appreciate it very much. If you guys like what you see here, you can see more on our YouTube and our Discord. So follow those. And if you want to support the band and listen to all the demos that we work on regularly, you can sign up at Kardashevband.com/Enlisted Traveler program, and you can become an Enlisted Traveler and get some cool swag and behind the scenes. So thank you all for being here today. Have a great weekend. Have fun, be safe, use protection, don't die, and we'll see you on Friday. Take care.
How could I have known it'd be like It was a mistake.